TxStampin, Sharon. I needed to make some birthday cards for teenagers. I thought masculine cards was hard. My brain has just been trying and trying. I hope that you enjoy these cards that I have to share with you. I'm going to show you my example, and then I'm going to change it up on the video, and then I have some other samples that I made as well. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I invite you to hit the subscribe button below and then hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. If you currently do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd be so honored to help you out with your Stampin' Up! Supply needs. You can find out ways to contact me, my store, my blog, all in the description box below. Let's get started. So here's the card that I made that I think I'm sending to one of my granddaughters. I have three teenage, well, one is a preteen, and two teenage girls that need a birthday card. My favorites are black and yellow, so I went with this one. But then I thought, well, should I make more colors? Should I add more colors? So I did on my other samples. So we're going to make this card together on the video, but I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to switch up my layers, and then that way we'll all see which one we like better. I did pull in more than one stamp set. That is, I try really hard not to do that, but I just loved this and the butterflies for the girls. And then I needed a happy birthday sentiment. And then I wanted this one, enjoy your special day. I put that on the inside, okay? All right. I also used the stitched nested dies on this card. On my other cards, I did not use any dies. So no matter what level of stamper you are, I think you will be inspired by one of my samples, if not all of them. I have a Whisper White scrap for my sentiment. I have a scrap of Daffodil Delight. I have a piece of Whisper White that measures 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I have a piece of Basic Black that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I have a piece of Daffodil Delight that measures 4 1/4 by 11, scored and folded at 5 1/2. And I also have another piece of Whisper White that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. That will go on the inside of my card. I'm using Memento ink, and I just re-inked this pad. And I'm telling you, every time I touch it, I cannot stop getting my hands messy. I like to use a little bit of hand sanitizer. I've kept that on my craft table for years, probably the same bottle. I'll only use a little bit, but then it gets that ink off. And when I touch that Whisper White, I'm not going to get inky fingers. I'm going to use Daffodil Delight for my butterflies. And like I said, on this one, I wanted to change it up a bit because whenever I'm stamping for my family or a friend, whenever I'm stamping for anybody, I can't decide which one do I like the best. All right, so we're going to stamp this way this time. I like to really rub that whole stamp. Give it a few seconds to let all that ink get into the cardstock, off the stamp and onto the cardstock. And I'm going to do that one there. And another one. Try not to overlap there. We'll do another one like that. I got off the edge. Oh well. You know what? The best thing about a piece of cardstock is that there's two sides. See, I fixed it. We're going to go ahead and stamp our happy birthday. And we'll cut out the happy birthday and the layer with the nested dies. So we have our layers all cut. I'm going to go ahead and attach these two with snail. We're going to add some dimensionals on the back. And if you've been watching me, I've been trying to learn how to use the Take Your Pick tool. And I figured out if I still stick my fingernail in there and then I bring the Take Your Pick tool in, it comes off so much easier. So there you go. I have the 1/2 inch black satin ribbon, and we're going to lay that across there. Cut it. Whoops. So I do have a confession to make. When I stamped first and then flipped it over and stamped on the back side, you could see the black ink through my Whisper White regular cardstock because my ink pad is so juicy. So I decided to restamp it, and now we're going to add our ribbon. Oops. We're going to add this to our basic black layer. And I do see a little smudge of black ink because I'm telling you, where did it come from? I don't know, but that's okay because we're going to add our sentiment layer right over that. Now, for those of you who have been watching me, I have been trying to get these dimensionals off easier using the Take Your Pick tool. I have found if I still use my old trick of digging my fingernails in, they come off so much easier. So I'm happy now. All right, so I want to add that sentiment layer so I will know where to stamp my butterflies. Didn't want to hide them underneath the sentiment. And I've already colored my rhinestones with my black Stampin' Right marker because I wanted that to be dry. It is an alcohol-based marker, but it does take a few seconds to dry, and I just did not want to have a mess. Now we're going to add this to our Daffodil Delight card base. And we're going to stamp our sentiment, checking our fingers for any black ink. Oh, I have not had a good time with this pad today. I guess I really went crazy inking it up. I'm going to flip this over on my scrap paper just to absorb any of that extra ink that is probably not dry. See, a little bit. All right, now we're going to add this to the inside of our card. Now I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight Dark Stampin' Blend because I know that we have assembled our card. This is good and dry, and I'm just going to color just the flowers. Okay, we got them all done. So here's my first card. Here's my second card where I just reversed the layers. Then I decided to do different coloring and a different layout. Still did 3 butterflies. Fussy cut this one and lifted it up with a dimensional. Still using my rhinestone jewels that I colored with the black Stampin' Blend. And then I was like, okay, so what about for that preteen? How about this one? I did the Enjoy Your Special Day on the outside, and I stamped Happy Birthday on the inside. All the other ones, I stamped Enjoy Your Special Day on the inside. All right, which one to send to which girl? I think they're all girly, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Happy stamping, y'all!